Today we're seeing a transformational shift in society driven by innovations in cloud computing, artificial intelligence, blockchain, data analysis, lots of different things going on, and it's upending the job market. So with me, Kelli Jordan, the Director of Career and Skills at IBM, to kind of explain a little bit about the workforce of the future. And if you could tell me just, kind of an overall sense of what IBM is doing in this area and what you see in terms of how the next generation will work.
We've got quite a skills gap in America today, and so one of the things that IBM has really started to look at is how can we bring new sources of talent into the company. There's over 700,000 open IT jobs. We're only graduating about 1/10 of the students that we need from traditional universities. And so the idea of new collar jobs, jobs that require skill but not necessarily a degree, is something that we've really been advocating for over the past 2 years. What you'll find is that that's most of the jobs in the technology industry, as well as jobs in other industries like manufacturing and healthcare.
Okay, why is there such a gap? Why are students not choosing these fields? Are colleges not adaptable enough to the workforce? Or what do you think?
Every company is a data company nowadays, and so the skills that maybe were just needed in technology before are really needed by every company across the board, regardless of the industry that we're in, which has really driven up the demand.
Okay, and you talk about how apprenticeships will play a big role in the workforce of the future. So how will that work?
Apprenticeships have been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah, and we haven't been using them much lately.
Not really in the technology industry. So 2 years ago, we started one of the first technology apprenticeships as a way to help new people transition into the workforce. So we hire students from community colleges, from boot camps, military veterans, and we bring them in, we give them 200 plus hours of learning, they're earning a salary, and they're working as an IBMer all while they're building their skills. And at the end of the program, they're getting a full-time job offer from IBM.
Okay.
So we started very small with 6. We have over 400 today.
Wow.
And we've brought in several other companies through some of the coalitions we formed because one company can't do it alone. This is something that all companies really need to start thinking about as they start to build the workforce of the future.
Well, sure. I mean, if we're going to have a really productive workforce, I mean, it's just, I grew up in TV and we just kind of learned by fire. I mean, you just jump in. Nobody trained us or anything. And I always felt like if we would have had some proper training, everything would have been smoother, company would have run better, more productive,
It's all about skills.
Yeah.
The skills that you have today, they say the half-life is 5 years, which means the skill is going to be less relevant in less than 5 years. It used to be 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
And so learning on the job is becoming ever more critical. When we think about the apprentices that we're bringing in, these are people coming from all sorts of backgrounds. We have somebody who was a barista in our coffee shop who's now a software engineer, a former nurse who works in blockchain. They're skills that people can learn if they've got some of those behavioral and soft skills like continuous learning and growth mindset.
Now, I can see a lot of people saying, okay, blockchain seems very difficult. I can never do that because I'm not trained in, or even a tech-savvy person. But you're saying people can do that, even if they have no background.
They absolutely can. The concept of learning agility, your ability to learn and continue to evolve and grow, is very big for us right now. And you're learning these skills on the job. You're working with mentors, you're getting that education, and you're getting that ability to test out what you're learning as a way to reinforce those learned behaviors.
Okay, so what skills are needed, would you say, today?
Across the board, things that we can refer to as soft skills. Growth mindset, continuous learning, adaptability, teamwork. Those are the ones, while they're called soft, they're actually relatively hard to learn. The technology piece can be learned on the job. So it's great if you've got some level of digital fluency, but we can teach you that in an apprenticeship.
Okay. Now, what about high schoolers? Like, what would you tell high schoolers to study or to learn how to do in terms of just work discipline to be able to make sure they're ready for the dynamic workforce of the future?
Really just think about how you can apply your skills and demonstrate that success. Learning it is the first step, but actually being able to apply it. Find mentors, build your network, start to explore and learn what interests you. You can never learn too much. So if you're going out and learning and trying new things on the weekend or after school, continue to explore those passions.
Yeah, and continue to look for classes and read and find out what some emerging technologies are and try to at least learn about those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But everything that you do in your life can help build to your career journey. The backgrounds that you might have in a particular industry. If you're working in retail, understanding how technology can be applied in a retail setting is a great value add for us because all of our technology is applied in an industry for our clients.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you so much, Kelli, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Good information. And thank you as well. We'll be right back.